Hey y'all, it's Sharon and I'm back to share another policing experience with you guys. If you're new to the channel, I'm a retired detective. I worked for 20 years for a southeastern city in the US and I was also in the military. I am sharing my experiences along with my perspectives in policing and a couple of military experiences in hopes of helping others see it a different way or maybe just helping them deal with it a different way through my perspective and experience. And with that being said, guys, I had this random thought the other day. I was looking through my some of my things, and I came across this book. Right, this is a book that I had to get for one of my college classes way back when, and I brought it with me into the academy. And what I did in the back, you see all those black pieces of tape. A lot of officers know what that is. Basically, when there's a death among the police officers within the ranks, we put black tape over our badges, shields, to symbolize the mourning of the lost. And I have a couple of other books like this, right? And so I was thinking about, and this is just a random thought, mind you, line of duty deaths, everybody's coming from everywhere. As far away as Australia, I've seen them come to where I used to police for line of duty deaths. And what I noticed was gunshot, fighting the perpetrator, and the individual ends up dying, the officer, everybody's coming from everywhere, line of duty. Getting hit by a car, line of duty, I noticed the crowds get a little bit smaller. Fighting an illness like cancer for months, weeks, years, and the individual dies as an officer, the crowds get smaller. If the person just dies outside of duty, outside of being on duty, swimming or a car accident, the crowds get smaller. And I wonder why that is. That's just a random thought. Okay, back to the scheduled program. There's something to think about, guys. I wanted to just share this with you really quick. I heard KRS-One say this, Knowledge Reigns Supreme, Boogie Down Productions, Scott LaRock, D Nice, that guy. He said that his wife said blame. She has an acronym for blame, and it's because looking at me ain't easy. And I had to sit back and I'm like, that describes exactly what I was going through when I was going through the ostracism and the retaliation of some of my fellow officers when I blew the whistle. I had to look inward. I shared this a number of different times. It made me look inward. And when he said the acronym, I was like, that's exactly what I was going through. Looking at me, or looking inward at what I was going through and how I was dealing with things, I didn't want to do that. And the retaliation and the ostracism made me do that. I don't know if I would have done it, maybe a couple of years after that, but that forced me to look inward. Because, like I said, when I made the statements and what happened, and they wouldn't back me up. They wouldn't even speak to me on the radio. The sergeants wouldn't even talk to me. And a lot of the maneuvering and posturing, it was almost like they were trying to push me out or get me so sick and tired of being sick and tired, I would just leave. And that took about 10 years. And then I told you, I couldn't even pass my shooting, my requalification. And it was all a mind thing. I realize that now, and I probably checked out. And so backing up to what I was talking about, that I shared that in other videos also, but I didn't want to look at myself until the Holy Spirit was like, oh, wait. You talking about these folks? And yes, I understand that, they're treating you wrong, they're doing you wrong, they're doing you dirty, but I need for you to look inside at yourself. And I'm like, because looking at me ain't easy. I was putting the blame on them, and the Holy Spirit was like, no, look at yourself. Let's get that heart cleaned up. Let's get that inside cleaned up. So I share that in my book. It's almost ready, guys. I just want to share that little bit with you. Blame, because looking at me ain't easy. KRS-One said it. Well, he said his wife shared it with him. So I'm sharing it with you guys. How many of us do that? How many of us look inside of ourselves instead of looking outward and seeing where the offense comes from? because a lot of times we let things on the outside offend us. But if we really checked inside, not much would offend you if you did the cleaning. I thoroughly believe that. But like I said, that's all I want to share with you guys in the random thought earlier. Take a look at our online store. The link is in the description. I created some notebooks. I created some word puzzle notebooks for the season. The links for all of that in the description. Take it straight to Amazon. And always remember, guys, always remember, you don't necessarily have to go through a thing to learn from it. Talk to you guys later. Bye.